10 weeks ago, I started detailing cars with no customers, no buzz, and no idea what would happen. Here's how it turned out. Hello, I'm Charlie. This is the final episode of Detailing the Hustle, a raw, week-by-week ride through launching an auto detailing business from the ground up. If you've been watching since week 1, thank you. And if this is your first time, this episode will show you everything I've learned since the beginning. This week, the ad campaigns continue to run strong, bringing in leads and customers. I am getting appointments booked all the way out for the next couple of months. The business is still small. I'm only doing a few detail jobs a day, and there are some days that I don't get any. But overall, everything is still profitable and moving in the right direction. 10 weeks ago, this was just an idea, and now it's a full functioning side hustle with momentum. Money spent this week is $200 in ads. So for the total of the 10 weeks, I spent $1,179.38. That was primarily supplies in the banner in week 1, along with some flyers in week 2. Week 5, I had some wax and other supplies, and then weeks 9 and 10 were just ads. Money made this week was $135 in detailing jobs, which puts the total at $610, making the first 10 weeks actually come in as a loss, losing $369.38. I could have spent better early on, especially in week 1 when I spent over $600. I bought a lot of supplies and equipment that I really didn't need, or at least I didn't need at that time. I also spent $375 on a banner that I put on the side of the building, and even though I think the banner worked well, I could have gotten the banner cheaper elsewhere. So if I had to go back and do it again, I could plan more strategically on the spending side and probably have gotten this profitable in 10 weeks. What worked? Staying consistent, continuing to promote even though things weren't going great. If you watched from week 1, you may remember that it was week 5 when I got my first customer. It would have been very easy to quit in weeks 1 through 4. And just promoting the business. Even though things weren't going strong in the beginning, things eventually took off after the ads started to run. But it wasn't just the ads that did it. It was a combination of running the ads, seeing us on Google, driving by the building and seeing the banner, seeing cars out there that were soapy and foamed up. Everything compounded the weeks before to keep the momentum going. What didn't work? Buying supplies too soon. I could have done better with that, even though I had the money to just put into the supplies, and with the rental car business, I'll eventually use them anyway. And then overpaying on the banner. I could have gotten a cheaper banner, but I was trying to build a relationship with the company that I had make it, and realistically, just a few more weeks of running the detailing. Even though it didn't become profitable in 10 weeks, I am still running strong, and it will eventually be profitable. Also, trying to be perfect kept me from launching faster. I should have just ran the ads in the beginning and had the ads running earlier instead of screwing around with Fiverr and trying to hire somebody else. Trying to have the perfect ad set up kept me from just pushing the button. Some key takeaways: starting a business isn't quick, and even though you don't get instant success, doesn't mean that you should just quit. You can't steer a parked car. I waited weeks to run ads, doubting myself, and then the moment I launched, even imperfectly, things started moving. Relationships are helpful. The first few customers and referrals came from people I already knew. Social media is great, but launching with no audience, you can at least rely on the relationships that you already have. And don't overcomplicate things. Getting your first customer is great, but you should build on that momentum. After the first customer in week 5, I didn't really start picking up again until around week 8 and 9. Build on the momentum. Once you get going and you hear feedback from your customers, it's not a bad idea to start adapting to what they want. Even if it's not what you had envisioned when you first started, being able to adjust and adapt is how you keep going. Detailing the hustle was never about instant success. It was about showing what it really looks like to start something new with no hype and no guarantees. It's not quick. It took several weeks, and that is the realistic expectation from starting any business. Whether you're starting a detailing business or something else, I hope this gave you something real to hold on to. Thanks for following along.